I really need to go fishing.
I'm finding it difficult to make videos about fishing when it's this cold out.
But I keep doing it! Hey, I'm Ben. I'm a huge fly fisherman. This video is about how to cast a fly rod.
I'm gonna help you unlock the secrets of the fly cast.
There's actually no secrets at all, it just takes practice. It's a skill that can be learned, but you have to practice it.
We're not actually gonna learn to fly cast. This video will not be comprehensive. It might help a little bit. I can't cover everything. That video would be way too long.
I'm not all that good of a fly caster.
I'm not an FT3 certified casting instructor.
Because that's dumb.
But I could probably help you out. I know what you're thinking.
Oh, come on, really? This has been done so many times.
There's already 1,000 videos on YouTube about how to cast a fly rod.
How is this any different than the other ones? Well, this one has me.
That could be a pro or a con.
It also has cheap beer. All right, let's go. Time to get your metronome out.
First of all, this is called a rod.
Not a pole.
If you want to fish a pole, go try Tenkara.
Listen, we're supposed to be elitist, right?
Fly fishing is known for its snobbery.
Let's embrace the eliticism.
Own it. Let's be snobs.
Just call it a rod.
Okay, how about the grip? There are a lot of ways you can hold a fly rod. You can mix it up a little bit, do whatever's comfortable for you. I like to teach what's called the key grip. Hold the rod like you're putting the key into a door. You can have your thumb on top, you can have your finger on top. Do whatever feels good for you, but you gotta have some leverage on top of the rod. No suitcase grip.
Have you heard of the loop? Okay, we're throwing a loop. It unfolds. It's so beautiful. Wow, it's really an art form. It's the essence of fly fishing. Fly cast is two parts: forward cast, back cast. Equal and complementary. They are the same thing. The only difference is which way you're facing. It's about proper mechanics and motion.
And timing. The line's gonna go wherever the rod tip goes.
Ideally, a straight line. The way we do that is by not breaking the wrist. What's breaking your wrist? It's this. Okay, you do actually break the wrist just a little bit, but just try to remember to keep it straight. When you break your wrist, it makes the rod tip go in an arc, which throws the line at the ground, and I'm gonna yell at you for doing that. You're also not gonna catch any fish because you can't cast more than 10 feet. Move from your shoulder, little bit of elbow, teeny bit of wrist. Another part of the motion is the hard stop. Smooth acceleration, hard stop. Like you're punching a brick wall, flicking mashed potatoes off a spoon, paint off a paintbrush, booger off your finger. Speed up, stop. Then the same thing in the back. Okay, so that's the mechanics. What about the timing? Okay, throw that loop in front of you. When it straightens out, then you can throw the loop behind you. When that loop straightens out, then you can throw it in front of you. You have to wait for it. If you wait too long, your line's gonna fall down to the ground or the water. But nobody does that. If you don't wait long enough, you're gonna hear that crack behind you, and your cast isn't gonna go anywhere. Just wait for it. It's okay to look behind you and watch what's going on. Try closing your eyes. You can actually feel it. It'll help you with the timing. So think about this. The rod is like a bow, and you have to bend it and then release it. When you throw that line behind you, what bends the rod is the weight of the line. And to bend the rod as much as possible, all that line has to be all the way behind you.
Just work on your short game for now.
Most trout are caught within like 30 feet. Dial in the long bombs later. You should also learn variations for wind or when there's trees around. Off-shoulder cast, over-the-head cast. Learn to fish your back cast. All of my permit have been caught on back casts. Oh, here's something.
Casting should be learned at home, in your yard.
Or at the park, not while you're fishing.
Not when you're on a river and fish are doing this and you can't concentrate.
You're gonna be too distracted while you're fishing. Those hot tubing chicks, these cold beers.
You have to practice.
I've been fly fishing for 25 years. I don't need to practice. Listen, Richard from Houston and your loafers, you need to practice. A trip to a lodge once a year for 25 years doesn't count. And that's probably why you suck, because you never take the time to practice.
Put on your loafers and sun gloves and
go out by the pool and practice.
Or maybe you like being the sport that all the guides make fun of.
Well, I just got this new rod, so I should be casting great this year. No, it's not the rod, it's you.
You know the saying, it's the Indian, not the arrow? Yeah, same thing here.
A good caster can cast with anything. If you really want to learn what's going on, try casting with no rod, just your hands. Do you play golf? Of course you do, Richard from Texas. The fly cast is a lot like a golf swing. It's proper motion and timing. not power. If you try to force it, it doesn't work. Question for you.
What is the fundamental difference between fly fishing and conventional fishing?
Bait dunkers smell bad.
Bait fishing's easy.
Worm threaders are overly sensitive to our superior ways. Well, those are pretty good, but that's not really what I'm going for. Okay, you ready?
In conventional fishing, we have a heavy lure or bait, throw that out, and it carries the light line behind it.
In fly fishing, the lure weighs nothing, so that's not gonna work. You have the heavy line, you throw the line, and it carries the fly behind it.
How's the lighting? Terrible?
All right, here are a few bad habits to watch out for. The baseball follow through. That's when you're failing to do the hard stop. It's a hard stop. There is no follow through. The conductor. I'm guilty of that myself. Just point at your target. Rocking the body. Just chill out. Get out of here with that. Twisting your shoulders. You're throwing a curve into that cast. Remember our straight line?
All this false casting?
Just stop it. It doesn't look cool. That tells us that you don't know what you're doing. The good angler gets his fly back on the water. None of this.
Pick it up, put it down.
Don't do the chicken wing. Remember, straight line. Okay, is that enough? Because I think I'm done for now.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Check the links in the video description.
Get out there and practice, catch a fish, drink a beer, stay huge.